Hopefully I don't look like a thumb, but if I do, sorry. Hi, welcome to the channel. It's the girl with the blue eyeshadow. So today we're going to do 20 worst products from 20 different brands. Is that what it's called? 20 worst brands products. 20 worst brands products in less than 20 minutes. Or in 20 minutes. I was inspired by Smoky Glow and Teresa is Dead. They did a collab for Vlogmas, Glowmas, whatever you want to call it. And I thought this would be fun. Theirs was just makeup, but I think mine is going to be kind of a mixture of makeup and maybe like skincare-ish stuff. Just because when I was making this list, I realized I don't have enough makeup to, like, worst makeup from 20 different, I haven't tried as much makeup as I thought I have. That's what I'm trying to say here. So hopefully we can get this done as fast as I can. I'm going to try to move, I hope I'm not totally over, so I can post the photos of these over here. Hopefully this works out. I hope I'm still in frame, because a lot of these products I've gotten rid of. I've tried them a while ago. I'm scared I'm not in frame. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna start so we make it. Okay, so first things first, the Milani primer. I've tried a lot of things from Milani. Their lipsticks. I think I've tried a powder before, but their primer was very disappointing here. Everyone said this was like a great drugstore primer, and reason I got this was because I couldn't find my Wet n Wild one, which is my to-go one at the drugstore, and everyone suggested this one, like all the YouTubers do, and this isn't as good. If you're looking for a drugstore primer, get the Wet n Wild one, because this is just not good. There's crepiness. It's just not, I can't do, this doesn't work for my oily lids, so I don't like it. Okay, another brand. Okay, ColourPop. I've been buying from ColourPop for years. I know most people would put like their ultra matte lipsticks, but you know what? When I wanted a matte lip, those are what I used. But their Luxe lip glosses, I recently got this one, and I don't know if I got just like an off one, because mine has a smell. And it's not, like, I can't deal with that smell. I think the color is fine. It's nothing to write home about. But it's not very good from what people were, like, kind of hyping it up to be. Like, they were saying it's better than their other ultra glossy, which I do have, like the brush tip ones. And I don't like the brush tip, but I don't like this applicator either. This one's, like, so, it's like a wannabe Fenty one, but it's hard. And it just isn't good, and it smells. Next up, what do we have next? Oh, the Milk Mascara. So, I don't have this one. It came with the, like, Sephora present you get for being, like, a beauty insider or whatever. And I love the way, I love the way it made my lashes. It looked so pretty when I applied it. And I was like, oh, I love this mascara. But by the end of the day, not even the day, just like a couple hours, maybe less, there was just like a bunch of black under my eye. And that never has happened to me with like a drugstore. No, it hasn't happened to me with, like, I don't think any drugstore mascara I've ever used. Even like the higher ones, like I think I've tried the Too Faced Better Than Sex, the NARS Climax. I didn't get that problem, and I was just like, this is so disappointing because I really wanted this to work. Okay, the e.l.f. Putty, what is this called? The e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I do still have this. I think they were trying to do like a dupe of the MAC Paint Pot, and I was curious because I was like, oh, what does the MAC Paint Pot and this, like, I always see people like, oh, it's like a nice little base and whatever. This doesn't do anything for my oily lids. Maybe that was my fault for thinking it would. I have very, very oily eyelids, so I need something that'll make sure there's no oil, because then the eyeshadow does not stick. And this did not hold up. It's really hard to kind of get out. Like, you have to, it's just not, I'm throwing this out. I just don't like it. I can't. What do we have next? Oh, do you guys remember back in the day when Maybelline did their, like, dupes of the Urban Decay Naked palettes? I remember getting this, I think it was $20 or $10, and I remember using my Target gift card for Christmas on the blush one, the, like, pinker one, and we're being so excited, and it's just like dust on my eye. I remember like trying to blend it out. The shimmers weren't good. Like, if the shimmers aren't good, you know it's a bad palette. And I remember being so mad that I used my gift card on it, and my Christmas gift card on it. I was so mad, and like that kind of like poisoned me with drugstore eyeshadow. I was like, I can't go back. because I think soon afterwards, not soon, but like I started using like Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I was like, oh, nuh-uh, I'm not messing with drugstore again. And I don't think I've tried a lot of drugstore eyeshadow after that, funny enough. Okay, Too Faced. Too Faced, I actually might still have this one. Okay, Too Faced. Tried a lot of Too Faced. And I know there's like a lot of like their limited edition brands are usually not good, but I'm gonna say something, it's a little controversial, but their Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, when I first got this, I really did actually like it. The problem is, I feel like only after a couple months, it like would be the most textured and gross on my chin. My chin's like probably the most textured part of my face, and it would break apart. And I kind of assumed that it was just like my skin, like that's gonna happen to all foundations, but it's just this. And it was so annoying because this was like the first high-end foundation I ever got, and I remember being so mad that it did this. And like, I keep this for like memory purposes. Like, I know it's dumb, but yeah, this was not great. I didn't like this. It eventually, I don't know if it expired or what happened. I didn't have it for that long though. Okay, CoverGirl. Do you remember CoverGirl had those like, they were like liquid lipsticks before liquid lipsticks were a thing. You would like put this like thing on, and then it was like an ink, and then almost like a balm over it, and it was supposed to like stay that color the whole day, and like you had to use like some sort of oil to take it off. I had one of those, did not like it. Color was not good. The finish was like a creamy finish. It wasn't matte. It just wasn't good. I think for the time it made sense, but at the, I didn't like that. That was like not good. Wet n Wild. I had a Wet n Wild ombre blush. I'm pretty sure it was Wet n Wild. And if I can find it, I'll put it up. And I got it because I saw a girl do a tutorial where she put the blush on her eyes and it looked all nice and like, ooh, natural model-esque. But that blush had no pigment at all. I think that and an e.l.f. blush poisoned me with blush for the longest time, because I'm like, blush doesn't do anything. What's the point of blush? It doesn't show up. And for the longest time, I really did think that, until one day I either tried a different blush. I don't remember what it was. I tried on blush and it showed up on my skin finally, and I was like, oh. So for poisoning me from blush, I don't like that one. Okay, so the Rimmel, you remember Rimmel? Is Rimmel still around? They usually have like a little, I think they just do mascara now, don't they? Anyway, the Rimmel eyeshadow primer. I remember this was the first eyeshadow primer I ever got, because I remember, I'm not gonna tell that story right now, but people would notice like my eyeshadow would transfer all the time. They're like, you need to use eyeshadow primer. And I'm like, well, which one? I didn't know where to get one. The only one I heard of was Urban Decay, and that was $24, and little high school me was not going to spend that much money on an eyeshadow primer. So I got the Rimmel one, and that one was terrible. It was like white, and then it wouldn't really blend in, and then you would put it on, and then nothing. My oily lids were like, no, we don't care. And I hated that. For the longest time, I thought eyeshadow primer didn't work, and I didn't use it for the longest time because of that. And then I remember finding a good one, the Wet n Wild one. I've been using the Wet n Wild one since it's been the Fergie one. That's how long I've been using it for. And that one, I was like, oh, eyeshadow primer, I understand. Sorry, we got cut off. So I was talking about Glossier. I tried the Glossier eyeliner, and I did like the brush tip. I liked all of that. But then after like, it felt like less than a month, it dried up. And I've had like eyeliners in the past, and they usually can, like, they'll skip, but they don't like just dry up like that. And it wasn't that I wasn't putting the cap on or anything. It just dried up, and I was like, what? I was so annoyed. I think I even left like a bad review on the Glossier website because I was so mad. And to their credit, the customer service was like, we can refund you. We're sorry it didn't work out. And I'm like, okay, I'll forgive you for this, but that eyeliner, I don't like it. Just get the Physicians Formula one. Okay, what's next? Revlon eyeshadow. Okay, Revlon had this like eyeshadow like quad, but it was like rectangle. Hopefully I have pictures for this stuff. And it was like and I thought it was just normal shadow. I wanted like a neutral little quad. And it ended up being cream, and I was like, okay, well maybe I can make cream work. You can't make cream work with those. They don't work with the primer. They didn't work. I don't know. Revlon, terrible. They weren't good. Ew. Okay. Is this NYX or NYC? What did I put here? Okay. Oh, NYX, sorry. So, again, I was on my hunt for my eyeshadow primer. Are you noticing a theme here? And I remember being at Target, they didn't have my Wet n Wild one, and I was like, oh, what am I going to use? They couldn't find the Milani one, it was a small Target. And I found that NYX had like an eye waterproof one. So I was like, oh, let me get this. This was like similar to the Rimmel one where it was white. And I liked it at first because you could just like tap it on. But then it didn't work. Didn't work. I was very upset. It didn't work. I think I had to throw it out. Or did I give it to someone? No, I think I threw it out. Okay, what do we have next? Kiehl's. Okay, I've tried like samples of Kiehl's. I've never tried a full product of Kiehl's. Like I think I have a cleanser that a friend gave me, and I think I tried a serum, which I thought was nice. And I was like, oh, it's Kiehl's. Let me get this $10 lip balm so I can get free shipping at Sephora. And it was terrible. I guess it wasn't terrible. It was literally, I should have just got petroleum jelly. That's literally what it was. It was not good. I didn't like how it felt on my lips. I didn't like how it tasted on my lips. That's very important to me. It needs to taste good. It needs to do something. It didn't do either. My dog eventually got to it and ate it up, and I wasn't even that sad. I was like, you know, I didn't even like this anyway. Okay, sorry, I'm sitting on my foot again. Okay, Pond's. Okay, in Pond's defense, this was the only product I ever tried, but I was studying abroad and I needed a new moisturizer, so I was like, oh, let me just grab this one at the drugstore. I think I had read somewhere that it was like a decent lightweight moisturizer. I didn't like that. At the time, I had like really bad acne skin, and I was like, ooh, this is not it. And from then on, it's like poisoned me to the brand. I was thinking about maybe trying their like cleansing balm, but I'm like, I don't know if I trust you. Okay, another one where I'm like, I don't trust the brand is Burt's Bees. So when I first started breaking out and getting like pimples and stuff, my dad's like, oh, let me tell you the product. It was like their weird little honey acne liquid thing. I don't know. You could use it like as a roller ball, I think, as well. I'm not sure. It was some sort of spot treatment that my dad gave me because I was breaking out so bad. And it did nothing pretty much. Did not know how to apply this. They would say like put it on a Q-tip, but then you put it on a Q-tip and then all the product got absorbed by the Q-tip. And if you put it directly on the face, it would like fall into your mouth, and it was disgusting. It also burned because I didn't know how to put on products, because I didn't know if it's like open acne, you shouldn't put it on. But I was like, oh, it's healing it, but instead I'm just getting stung. So from then on, I don't trust Burt's Bees. Even when people are like, the lip balm's great, I'm like, I don't know about that. Okay, Fenty. So I got like a Fenty mini set, like with the bronzer, and what I thought was another, like the cream bronzer, you know, the cream stick, but it was a mini. Later read that wrong, and it's actually a highlighter. Either way, does not work, does not blend well. I could not get it to work. I don't know how other people get it work, or maybe like the contour is better, maybe because it had shimmer in it, but I didn't like that. No. Okay, I'm trying to find, where was I? Almay. Almay is such a sad little drugstore brand that doesn't care about dark complexions at all. But when I was first starting out, I remember I had like a quad by them. But you know what I also had? I had those like the makeup wipes for like just your eyes, and I thought, oh my god, this is like, it was like my first introduction to makeup wipes, and I loved them at first until one day someone gave me a Neutrogena wipe, and I was like, what is this? And it worked so much better than, these Almay ones that I was like scrubbing my eye off to get the makeup off. Now I don't use makeup wipes at all, but if you're going to use a makeup wipe, the Neutrogena ones are the way to go. Okay, NYC. Y'all remember NYC? I think they still sell nail polish, but they sold an eyeliner that I think I threw out, but it might still have, that I was told was the best drugstore eyeliner. I don't know who I was talking to, because it's not great. It's not. You're just scratching your eye. I recently got into the Fenty ones. Those are so much better, so much creamier. I did not know liner was supposed to be that good till I tried the Fenty ones. So, yeah, don't get those. I don't even know if they still sell them. Oh my god, are they still in stores? I don't think so. Okay, the L'Oreal eyeliner. It's like a fat one. If I can find a picture of it, I will. It's from a while ago. That was like my first liner. And I remember trying it and being like, oh, I like it. And then it dried up, so I got rid of it, tried something new. Then went back to it and realized how bad it was, because it's like a transparent gray, really, on the eye. And it also doesn't work for my eye shape. Like, I have small eyes. I need something to, like, be small, not something chubby. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, last but not least is the Sonia Kashuk. You can get them at Target, right? I got a brush set for Christmas, and that brush set was terrible, really. You got 2 brushes, they were double-sided. The powder and one wasn't terrible, but the eye one was not good. Like, I remember trying to blend things out with my eye, and my eye would hurt because they were so scratchy, and I just didn't like them at all. And that has poisoned me to Sonia Kashuk, but I still see they redid the brand, so I'm like curious about it, but I'm hesitant. And I think that's it. Oh my god, hopefully we did this less than 20 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you like this. What's the worst makeup you ever tried at any time? The worst, yeah, whatever, the worst makeup you've ever tried in your life. Yeah, try that. Let's say it out loud. All right, thank you, bye.